Hello, my beautiful darlings. Happy December, and welcome to the Joyful Finding Show. I'm so happy you guys are here today. I see there's a bunch of you jumping on there. I see Lenka and Barbara and Ruth and Robert, and thank you for your donation this evening, Robert. And Ward is jumping on over there on Facebook. Welcome, you guys. Welcome. The energy is feeling pretty good tonight. How you guys feeling? I'm liking how this energy feels tonight. Things have shifted and changed a little bit. So I hope you guys had a happy Thanksgiving. How did you guys do last week? I missed you guys, but I got to spend some time with my friends and family, so that was awesome. All right, we need to talk about some healing stuff tonight. We need to talk about a little bit of healing magic going on, okay? I don't know who is out there right now, but all right, we need to everybody just take a deep breath. What are you guys got going on? Okay, the energy was feeling so good, and then there was all this tension. Let's release the tension anywhere in our body. Right now, I'm feeling it in my jaw for you guys. All right, so I want you guys to all get into your little healing mode. However you like to do that. Okay, we're going to send out like a lot of energy to the world, okay, to all those that are in need, right? We're into that holiday season, and some people, it's just like I just watched The Grinch earlier with Christopher, and he, at least the story that they just told, he was alone, and that's why he didn't like Christmas, so all those people that may feel alone, maybe going through some kind of health issues, maybe some kind of mental issues, whatever, spiritual issues, whatever the issue may be, just allow it all to be released. Oh, Sherry, I'm glad you popped in. I hope you're having a wonderful vacation down there with your son. Thank you for being here. Woo! So this healing energy, see, it's all down in Mexico too. Wherever you guys are today, this healing energy is going here, there, and everywhere. It's just bouncing around to whoever needs it. So I want you to see yourselves as like connected to all of us, and we're all sending out all these signals to each other, okay? We're all sending out all these beautiful healing signals to each other, okay? And wash it over your body too, because some of you guys are feeling a little stressed. Maybe, things are a little rough right now. Things are a little different right now, because things cost way more than they used to. So, and some people are struggling with their jobs, whatever it is that people are struggling with right now, let's send out some healing energy. And there's lots of people that are going through some health issues right now, whether it's a cold or anything even more severe than that. Let's send out this loving, healing energy out to the people. Okay, let's mix it all up. Like everyone's joining. I see there's a lot of Reiki Masters joining in the chat right now. So a lot of you are just helping to send out this healing blanket of energy all across the lands to all those that in need, okay? It's also to help in many different avenues that we cannot see, okay? Sometimes we cannot see all that is happening. Hello, Samir. Hello, Dia. Who else is out here? I see a bunch of you. Linnell's jumping in here, and Marsha Morse is here tonight. Richard Riddle. All right. You guys are all popping in now. I'm so glad you guys are here. You guys are all just tapped into that beautiful healing energy that we all just tapped into, right? Because we all radiate it, right? We're all supposed to be able to heal ourselves. There's just been outside forces that have not allowed that. And we're breaking through those forces, right? We're all just like breaking through all that so that we can come together and create what it is that really is supposed to be our existence here. So there's going to be breakdowns, we have them personally, whatever. But that healing blanket, everyone's feeling calmer because I don't feel that tension in my jaw anymore. So whoever was feeling that, thank you for releasing that. little bit of throat chakra stuff, so that you're still working on, talking about healing and, whatever it is that you have to let go of. Thank you, Samir, for your donation. Appreciate it. So, what else am I supposed to talk about tonight? Because there's a lot of things that have been going on. I've been busy. I've been super busy being here, there, and everywhere. I wear many hats, and I feel like many of you do too. It's like, do you feel like you've picked up speed in what you've had to be doing and stuff like that? You know what I mean? Is it like picked up speed, like I don't know. I feel like God's getting me out and about more, out in the public, because I had stayed home for so long doing everything. So anyways, we're all getting out and being where we need to be at the right time. You may be called there, right? Just like Sherry going to see her son. She was only going to be gone a couple weeks. She's like, I'm going to be gone another week. And that's awesome. That's like you're letting your soul decide what you're doing next, rather than the way you dictate the plan to be, right? Didn't mean to use you an example, but it's a great one, Sherry. It's like, how long do you want to be somewhere? It's like, I spoke to somebody yesterday, right? And they've been at the same job for 2 years, and they're kind of over it, right? The boss is kind of narcissistic, and it did its thing. But then sometimes fear kind of keeps us in place and doesn't allow us to move forward, right? Because we're getting the paycheck, so there's that stability, right? So it's like you want to break free from that, not being happy anymore, and trusting in what's going to happen next. Okay. So I want you guys to look at and see what you've been fearful of, or if you are still fearful of something, what is it? What is keeping you in that space? What is it you can do to release it, right? And it's a matter of retraining our brain and the words that we use, right? I've been talking about this stuff for years. We have to break free of those patterns, right? I'm starting to really recognize patterns a lot again, more, or they're becoming more, in my face, my patterns, other people's patterns. So just be mindful of whatever pattern you may be stuck in that you would like to change. Okay. Thank you, Richard, for your donation. You are now number 3. So I thank you and appreciate you. Sherry says, yes, I'm loving Mexico and the people. Good. Enjoy, my friend. Ward says, I've been tested in communication these weeks, still learning. Yep, there's tests and that we still have to learn. We are still learning. Still learning. We are. Hello, Kim Smith. So glad you could join us too. I don't think I've missed anybody that's popped on, but if you have, I didn't mean to miss you. And I did not. All right, let's see what else is shaking. Okay, so yeah, they wanted to talk about that a little bit, because we have to get rid of those things. So, and when you have no fear, it's like the opportunities that show up in front of you are just like amazing. It's amazing, okay? Without fear, without any fear at all, okay? Without any fear at all. What is it I want? Oh, so it's coming to mind, so I guess I'm supposed to share it. Shh, let's not say anything. To my oldest son, because he came to me today and he's like, Mom, he was sitting outside for a little while and he was like, he's a lot like me, but he doesn't understand how it works or anything yet, I guess, or for him or whatever. So I feel like he just had a significant message that he brought to me, and I feel like I'm supposed to share it with all of you. So all of a sudden he saw this bird, and then this bird started transforming into other animals until it finally turned into the eagle, from Egypt back in the day. I forget what they called it. So you guys, anyways, it doesn't matter. You guys all can picture it in your mind. Anyways, it's kind of blocky looking, but he's an eagle, and he's a golden eagle. Okay, so I feel like I'm supposed to share that with you because the eagle is supposed to mean peace, right? And the message that he brought 4th, right? It was in gold. Okay, so you are golden beings. Okay, golden beings in here. That light in here is golden beings. Because we shine brightly, but we've been so dim for so long. But I really feel like that was significant. So I feel like whoever can take that as a message out there, please take that, okay? Yeah, my oldest son has always been into this stuff, but he doesn't understand it yet. But he will when it's his time. He knows he can come to me and share that with me, which is awesome. Having open relationships with your children is great. Ward says, I'm afraid I don't have enough perseverance to fight my addiction. Well, let's just say that if you're afraid that you don't have enough. Well, you have to say, I am enough. I'm always enough. It's just like I just talked to another client this evening, and she has a lot more energy now than she used to. You know what I mean? She for a while there, I thought she was, I was like, she was like talking so slow and just sounded so tired and fatigued. And I said, oh, you're sounding like you have so much more energy right now, you know? And I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, I walk around all day and say, I'm full of energy. I'm full of energy. I'm full of energy. So again, it's the words that you are repeating to yourself. So be mindful of the words that you're using. Okay. So it comes out to the highest and best outcome. Okay. Because that's what you're shooting for, right? Because we all have lessons and stuff, Devin says, I fear not what my higher self is to learn in the future. Good job, Devin. So glad you're here as well, my friend. Doop, doop. Thanks for popping in, Sherry. Enjoy your vacation. I'll talk to you when you get home. Yay. All right. So what else have you guys been experiencing out there? Have you guys been experiencing anything that's not of your norm, maybe? I noticed more messages are coming through because let me tell you, the birds are talking to me. Okay, the birds are definitely talking to me. And I have to look up the little bird that showed up for me today. I haven't looked it up to find out what kind of bird that was yet. But I pulled down to the end of the street to go get Christopher from school. And all of a sudden, an eagle took off from the ground. And I hadn't even seen it. Not an eagle, a hawk. Sorry, a hawk. And then I went somewhere else and another one shot out in front of me so that I would see him. You know what I mean? And there's been like 5 instances this week where this hawk keeps coming out to me. So that's an important message that's coming forward, right? Because hawk is a messenger. So there's an important message that's coming forth, and he's coming from my left, my right. He doesn't have just one direction that he's repeating in this pattern of his. But he's eating, let me tell you, because I saw him picking up some food. So there's abundance coming as well. So that I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. Are you guys excited that this year is almost over? I mean, today is the 1st. So we have 31 days and we're out of here. We're out of here. Okay. Good night, Richard. Off to work. Yes, listen later for your message, my friend. Kim says, definitely had a big hawk talking to me today for about 5 minutes. Good. Good, good, good. Yeah, so, and the birds are showing up big time. Yeah, 2 sandhill cranes. They were flying towards us today as soon as I got out of the car. And this big stork. I saw him sitting on somebody's roof. I see all kinds of stuff. The ibises were hanging out, everything. It's so cool. And they all mean something. Everything that's showing up in your life means something. Okay. It's just whether you recognize what it means or not. Okay. If you're ready to put the dots together, if you're ready to really open up and see the bigger picture, then you're going to be able to experience more faster, much faster. All right. Ward says people are experiencing things that the world has never offered them in history. The reality that who you are in this world is what you live, is that the height and width of some depth, deep, something deep, similar to a person shaping themselves over time. Yes. Well, that's kind of like what we're kind of going through right now, right? We're all experiencing things that this world has never offered before because it has been very limited to us, right? So it's like when a veil has been lifted, right? When you can see more, like when you finally lifted that third eye and you're like, oh, I can see something, and you can see more, and you can go deeper and you can go further, and wherever it is you need to go to find that information, right? Your higher self, right? Because it's locked in this body that you chose to come down here in and experience this world in, this beautiful place called Earth, right? So, but we had to experience all these things so that we can get past this, right? Because we've been stuck in this loop, right? Oh man, I wish I had that painting in front of me right now. No, it's over there somewhere. But we've been in this loop for such a long time that it's not even funny. Well, actually, you know what? Actually, during when I do my little break, I'll share a little emoji in the thing, because on your guys, if you guys have iPhones, you guys can now take little pictures and turn them into like little emoji things. I found this out by accident, but I've tried it out on a few pictures and it's pretty cool. So I might share that because it reminds me of the loop-de-loop I talked about. Because it's time for us to get out of that loop-de-loop, right? That's the pattern that we've always wanted to break. It's one that we have been enslaved under for many generations, not just the one that we've been alive, but our grandparents before them and before them and before them. So, we're ready to take back our independence and our power and all of that. Whew, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a good time. We're all part of this beautiful history, and we're all experiencing whatever it is that we need to experience. And it's not for me or anyone else to judge what you've experienced to get yourself to this point right now, because it's all been about exposure. It's been about releasing who we were into who we are now, right? Because we're definitely not who we were when we were a teenager or in our 20s. We have matured, we have more wisdom, we have much more, faith in ourselves rather than the systems that have been set in front of us. And we're going to break those down. And we're all doing this collectively, on many different levels. And I'm starting to really see it on those levels. I wish I still had that picture it's probably behind me in my little recycle bin, but of the triangle that I talked about, and where it was kind of like disintegrating at the bottom. And once you take out so much of the bottom, right, it's just kind of like, those people that do, take down old buildings. They set up everything in the right spot, and it just kind of like brings down the whole building. I feel like that's kind of like where we are right now. So those disintegrating things now have turned into like little bombs, so they're gonna like come down pretty fast. So I hope it's fast as I say it is, because I would like to see what's on the other side of all this. But right now we're doing that because I've noticed a lot more people are coming together in many different ways. They're reaching out for friendships. They're reaching out to other people. They're not staying as isolated anymore. They're coming out for truth. Okay. And they're going to start standing in their truth more. Right. And that's what's really important. And anything that's been hidden in closets, right, or deep, dark down under the ground. And I've been talking about this since 2012. So that's how long this has been going on. So it's been going on even longer than that. But I'm starting to see much more of all that was down is now out into the light, and it's exposing itself so that we're able to see it, recognize it, process it, because some of it really needs to be processed in our human brain. You know what I mean? So, but anyways, that's a whole other, that's part of what we're experiencing right now. And you guys, each one of you, right, no matter where you're going, no matter what you've done, You guys are making miracles happen right now because of the people that you're coming in contact with. Whether it's the person you're talking to that's the cashier, you know, checking you out at the grocery store, or it's the person that holds a door for you, or whatever. You guys are making a difference everywhere. I just want you guys to know how important you guys are. Barbara says, I have been noticing many small and big miracles. Yay, Barbara. That's amazing. That's amazing. I love that. All right. So let's see. Oh, let's send out some more of that healing energy, right? Because now we're all calm, cool, collective. We've got more people listening because I feel like there's some people over on Rumble too, but I feel like they're being quiet. So don't be afraid to jump onto that live chat and say hello to us. That would be amazing, you guys. That would be amazing. All right, you guys, let's see what I get for you guys now because I feel like, interesting. All right, so the healing energy that we were just discussing at the beginning of the show, that's going to keep going through the rest of the show and through the rest of the evening. And for as long as you guys want to be tapped into that healing energy, that's going to be going out because energy is always constant and it's always flowing and it knows exactly where to go. So it's just kind of like, you know, putting it out there and it knows where it's going to go. So don't worry about that stuff. Don't worry about that. I feel like I need to make my announcements now because I won't remember. So next week is the Spiritual Message Circle, you guys. Next Saturday night, the 9th. Don't write it down on your calendars. December 9th. It's the only one for the month of December because we'll be going on break December 17th through the 30th. Okay, we're going to enjoy time with our friends, our family, and all that stuff. Okay, and you guys, but there's going to be a surprise on Tiffany's show, The Spiritual Insight, on New Year's Eve. There's going to be some spiritual people getting together from Goldylocks Productions. Some show hosts will get together. We'll discuss, you know, we'll reflect the year, and then we will definitely look forward to what 2024 is going to offer all of us. So that should be an exciting show. So there are some things to look forward to towards the end of the month, but don't forget to tune in to all the rest of the shows for the rest of the up until the 17th, because after that we're on holiday. Okay, and I want you guys to have the most amazing holiday this year. Whether you know, whatever holiday it is that you want to celebrate, I want you guys to celebrate it to the fullest. I want you guys to really find your joy. And I don't want you guys to overspend, okay? That's one thing I don't want you to do. And I want you to shop small businesses for all those things that you need to find for your relatives, your loved ones, and people that you would like to gift to. That's awesome. Oh, let's see. All right, so I wanted to make those announcements, the healing, the announcements, the messages, that you guys are feeling all this beautiful energy, because I feel like there's like, it's coming through in ripples right now. Are you guys feeling the ripple effect? Are you guys feeling this ripple? It's awesome. It's like just like that. Okay, so we're close enough to the half-hour mark for us to have a word from my sponsor, Marsha Morris from Feng Shui My Space, the beautiful lady that pays for my show every month for you guys, so I can keep bringing this show to you guys. You guys need to, if you guys, this is a great idea. Again, I'm talking shop small, right? So Marsha is a small business. So if you guys want to contact her, or you know somebody that needs something done in their house, or they're getting ready to do something and you want to do something kind and nice for them, you know, why not get them a gift certificate with Marsha, you know, to do some feng shui, to restyle a bedroom, a house, whatever it is that you desire, your office, whatever it is. It's amazing because, again, I connect in with her and I don't even know what I'm doing. I have her come over and I check my room and she checks off her list and she's like, yep. She's like, you already know. And I'm like, all right, yay. But not everybody does that. So tap into whatever it is you're feeling and watch Feng Shui in My Space. Thank you, Marsha. Here she is. Awesome. Like I said, check out fengshuimyspace.com. Check out Marsha's website. Give her a call. Thank you, Marsha, for being a sponsor to Joyful Findings. Much appreciated. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And hello, Teresa. What's happening? Glad you're joining us as well over there on Facebook. Thank you for being here. Awesome. You came in for all the healing energy I started sending out in the beginning there. That's awesome. It's going to call in, and you guys are all tapping into this healing energy that's going out here this evening, and you're bringing it into all of your places of employment. You're bringing this blanket of energy all with you down the road to see it kind of like following you. You know what I mean? Everywhere you go. You are this light of energy that is just flowing through this earth, and you guys are just going to like, you guys are just going to keep flowing. You guys are just going to keep flowing. All right. And you guys, I got 3 donations already this evening. So I want to thank Robert and Samir and Richard. You guys are amazing. And there are 3 different ways that you guys can do that. If you guys want to do that through the YouTube, you guys can do that through the chat there. And if you guys are on Rumble, you can do the rants over there. And if you want to, you guys can also use my Venmo, which is, she just popped up on the screen there. All those are very appreciated. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So we're going to start out with my first 3 donations, and then we're just going to cruise along and see what else comes up. Okay. Okay. All right. Robert, you are number 1 this evening. Hello, Cheyenne. So glad you could be here as well this evening. Lots of healing energy going out to all, just so everyone's aware. And Robert, a lot of this healing energy is also going to you as well this evening. I feel like you are clearing out. It's kind of like, how do they want to word this? Because I'm not even sure how to put some of the things that I see into words, okay? But I feel like there is this clearing out of this energy film. And that's what it feels like. It feels like a film. And I feel like I'm taking it off of me. And I feel like I'm really uncovering who I really am. Like there's been this like film. That's what they keep calling it, a film on top of you. And I feel like you're really starting to take that off right now. And that's a really good thing. And there's going to be a lot of new opportunities that are going to be appearing for you. I feel like I've been telling you this a lot lately. So be aware of those opportunities that are going to be showing up for you. Because again, I still feel like there's a love relationship that's going to be showing up. And I think very soon in the near future, because I feel like she's coming closer. Like I feel like there's like this well, anyway, she's getting closer is the best way for me to describe it. Again, I don't know if it's miles, towns, whatever, but I feel like there's this closeness that's coming. Okay. So that's the best way I can describe that. And I also feel like there's a job opportunity and also a move. So there's lots of new opportunities that are going to be coming for you because you are shedding the old weights that no longer hold you back. So you are becoming a free man. So you're letting go of all the barriers that have held you back. You're like, woo! You're like, I feel like I'm going down a slide now. So I feel like I'm excited. So enjoy that, Robert. I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Samir. Let's see what I get for Samir today. Samir, I feel like there's some kind of advancement at work because I feel like there's an abundance coming. Or maybe are you close to retirement? Because I feel like there's some kind of pension or there's some kind of workaround, or I feel like there's some kind of, and I feel like it deals with money. So it's either some kind of promotion or some kind of deal that has to do with pensions and retirement. Of that sort, and it brings in more like relief and stability for you. So I feel that for you, but I also feel like this season is going to be very, very joyful for you. So I don't know if you have more extended family coming into town or something like that, but I feel like there's going to be like more family around you. I feel like there's more celebration. I feel like there might even be a new baby or a grandbaby or something. But I feel like there's excitement around all of that. So I'm going to leave that with you, Samir. They're just very excited about what you have coming forward next. Thank you. And thank you, Nancy R., for your super sticker. You will be number 4. All right, and Richard is off to work, so he will get this message later. All right, Richard, let's see what I get for you today, dear. I feel like you've been writing a lot, Richard. Okay, I feel like you've been writing a lot. So if you haven't, you need to be. Okay, because you're writing a journal, diary, whatever word you want to give it. But it's something that you can go back and write. You can recognize the changes that have happened through this record of writing. And it doesn't have to be long paragraphs. I'm getting it. It can be short notes of that sort. But also, again, a lot of healing going on around you as well, and also in your work. So I don't know who you're working on energetically, or if they know that you're working with them energetically. But it's a good thing. Keep doing what you're doing, because it's like bringing in more good energy into the workspace, if that makes sense. And they keep putting it in a circle. So just keep going with that, Richard. It's going to be very cool for you to keep going with that. And also, I feel like you're going to be doing something on stage again. So I don't know if you're involved in another play or if it's just the karaoke thing, but definitely doing something on stage. So I see more of that for you, Richard. So I'm going to leave that with you, my dear. Woo, woo, woo. Go, Richard. All right, Nancy. Nancy R. I don't know if I've read for you before. Let me have a little sip of water. All right. And hello, beautiful. All right. So, Nancy. Let's see what I get for Nancy R. All right. So, whatever you have been through in your past, there were lots of ups and downs, okay? But I feel like you're finding your balance, right? I feel like all these ups and downs that have taken place over here, you're finally coming into, I'm going to call it the balance timeline for you. Okay? So whatever it is that you've gone through, you've had to release a lot of that. You've had to go through a lot of changes, and those changes were really good for you, okay? Because you didn't recognize them as they were happening, but as we've passed them, you would now recognize how good those changes have become for you, okay? So now it's like you are ready to make this leap of faith. So there's some kind of change that you have going on for yourself. So you found the balance, but now you're ready to go a little bit more, and you have a little bit more faith, and you have a little bit more trust, and you're ready to trust in yourself doing this, whatever this is. And I'm getting, just do it, Nancy. The leap of faith that God has got you, just go. You are being supported. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. Thank you, Nancy, for being here today. And thank you for your donation. All right, you guys. Woo, those were the donation. All right. So who else this evening would love a message? Robert says, thanks, Melissa. Very hopeful message. Sounds like my kind of slide. Yeah, it seems like you're going to have a good time going down that slide. Samir, you're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. I love that you guys are all so friendly. Beep, beep, beep. All right. Teresa says me over there on Facebook. Nancy, thank you. Says thank you. Yay. And Cheyenne says Colin and Cheyenne want a message. Perfect. All right, Teresa. Let's see what I got for you. You stay very, very, very busy. You just work, 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 work. Again, you have to find your balance, whatever that's going to mean for you to find your balance in all the work that you do. You also have to find a little bit more joy, which I feel like you're on the way to doing a lot of. So there's this movement you have moving things into the future, my friend. Okay. So what is it that you are trying to create? So I also get with you, be mindful of the words that you use to create the joy that you really want to create moving forward. Okay. Because you have a way of being able to create that for yourself and for others. And you do it quite often. You just don't recognize it. So I'm bringing it forth for you to be able to recognize that as we move forward. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. You're very welcome. She says spot on so far. Thank you very much. I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. All right. All right, let's see. I need to flip my paper. All right, so you guys. All right, I'm going to do Cullen first, and then I'll do Cheyenne. All right, Cullen, let's see what's shaking in your world. All right, Cullen, let's see. Again, you never sit still. Like you are just you're like the dude that has ants in his pants, okay? Because you don't sit still. You're here, there, and everywhere. I feel like again, you're like this little octopus, okay? It's like you have a job over here, you have a job over here, you're helping over here, you're doing this over here, you're creating this over here, you have another idea over here. I just want you to know, because you're doing a lot of things that are changing the norm of things, and they really want to bring forth a big burp with all this. That's how much you're changing stuff right now. You're changing the way that the things will be done in the future, because they don't have to be done in the old traditional ways that we have always been taught. So you're doing it like free form, right? You're like this free form guy. But I also feel like 1, 2, 3, 4 different things that are coming up for you in the near future. And they're all going to work out very well. Just have patience with yourself, have patience with others. And also, don't be afraid to expand outside your box. Okay. Sometimes you even though you're outside the box, you kind of keep it. So there's something that needs to be happening. Maybe you need your own podcast, Colin. Just put that thought out there. Okay. I'm going to put that out there for you, because, you'd have a lot of people on to talk a lot about different things in life. And, even the animals, with helping the animals. So anyways, I'm just putting it out there. There's something that's going to go with all of that. You're just going to mix it up, but you just amaze me all the time. So keep being you. All right. And now your beautiful, darling wife, Cheyenne. All right. You again are always on the go, 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 go. And you're not going to stop, because you're like the Energizer Bunny too. The animals keep you going. Your faith keeps you going. There's so many things that keep you going, and you're helping so many people on so many different levels, whether it's you helping them, with their pets, or you helping them when you're doing the suicide watch thing, or whatever happens with all of that. You are helping on so many different levels to help humanity, right? And that's what you and your husband are coming together for, is to help humanity on many different levels. You and your children, right? You guys are teachers. Each and every one of you are teachers. You may not feel like you are teachers, but you are totally teachers. And you are learning so much. You are opening up so much about your spiritual side. All those things that you used to fear are dropping down. Those weights that were there are gone. You're just going to be like a free floater. I just feel like you're just like, you don't have the weights that you used to have. And if you do, recognize that everything that happens in life happens for a reason. There is a reason, either for yourself, for them, whoever it is, to learn from that experience. And we have to let things just unfold as they will. So I'm going to leave that with you. Thank you, Cheyenne and Cullen, for both being here this evening. All right. Ruth says she would like a message. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's see. Ruth wants a message. Linnell says 30 minutes of sauna release space for me and with me. Water now and incredible space for the rest. Yes. That would be beautiful. 30 minutes in the sauna would help release a lot. Feel free in that, Linnell. All right, Ruth, let's see what's shaking in your world today. All right, Ruth, something you feel is unfinished. It's okay. It all happens in divine time. Don't rush yourself, because you are like everybody else. You have your hands out there in so many different things right now that it's not even funny. Okay. But you need to remember to rest, recuperate, focus on you, and then it can go outward. And also, I feel like you have two different things going on all at once. So I feel like they're to do with either books or cards or something. You're in the process of designing or doing something else. You know what I'm saying? So you stay very busy. Just don't forget about you and clearing. So you can be your brightest light, because you are a bright light, my friend. Very bright. So I'm going to leave that with you. All right. Is there anybody else out there that would like a message this evening? You have to drop your name in the chat box this evening. Or I might just scroll back and just kind of randomly pick some people. Let's see if I can remember who was out here this evening. Let's see. We had who else? Let's see if I go back to the top. It was Lanka's here, Barbara's here. Oh yeah, Barbara. See, they knew it. Guy wants a message. Wow. All right. Okay. And Kim Smith. I've never done that before, brother. That should be interesting. Okay. All right. First, I'm going to start off with Lanka. And then I'm going to go through the list that I just wrote. It should be funny because I won't know what I will pick up for you. But I'm going to go into Lanka first. Oh, Lanka, you're kind of tired. You're kind of run down. I guess you can't wait for Sunday to get here so you can be relaxed, recuperate, rejuvenate, feel this energy that's been going out since we started this show this evening, that healing energy, so we can release any heavy weights that may have kept us in a pattern that we don't desire. All right, so Lanka, let's see what else they got for you. Designing. So I don't know, you're probably not taking the time to do it right now, but I feel like once you get some free time, you're going to be doing some more of your artistic things, like more of the things will be coming out on the table, or there's a new idea that you would like to put together. It's time to incorporate them all. They're showing me like an umbrella, right? There's an umbrella of all these different things going on. And it's so funny because the umbrella is like, has all these like little wind chime things hanging off of them. So each one of those things is a different thing. So they want you to know that. So just know that you are going to re-energize. You're going to recharge, and then you're going to be ready to forge forward. And forge. Do you want to forge something? That would be like striking stuff. I don't know. But anyways, that's the word they use. So that might mean something in your world. Marsha says, hi, Guy, over on YouTube. Lenka says, true statement. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So, and then we have Barbara. Huh. Barbara, are you writing the light language as well as speaking it? Because I get that you could be writing some of this down and be able to decipher it. So they're saying that you need to have your little journal, especially as you travel. If you doodle a little bit, because I know you're very artistic, but this is more like, just a couple of lines in a streak, or something that you wouldn't normally do. But I feel like there is much more communication coming for you. The other side is bringing through the messages the best way for you to be able to receive them, and you're able to pass them on to others. Okay, so you have a lot of messages that you are sharing with the people in your community and the people that you will be seeing when you are traveling. And I feel like that's coming up soon. So I'm going to leave that with you, Barbara. Keep rocking that light language. They're happy to be communicating with you. All right. And next is Guy. All right. Let's see what I get for Guy. All right. So all right. So, Guy, what I get for you is there is something with the number 2. So I'm not sure what that is in this particular moment. Oh, yes, I do. The number 2. Okay, so you're the number 2, and then I'm getting I'm getting the number 2, and then they're talking about Ray. So Ray. So a ray of sunshine. So 2 and the ray. So 2 ray. So I think this is kind of like your brother coming through for you with a message shining through on you, because he's also giving me like an equal sign. So there's something about equaling out something. I don't know what that means. I'm sure you could decipher that. But he's like, don't worry, it all levels out and then it takes off like a bird. Okay. And they're kind of showing me like, you know, what kind of bird is this? It's only part of a bird. So he's not full yet, but there's birds. So, you know, he likes to talk to you with birds. So Dave is coming through and he wants you to know that he is very happy with what you've done so far and to continue to do. And he's also talking that there is going to be also a relationship that's going to be coming up for you as well. And to be free flowing. So I don't know what that means, but he says you know what that means. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. Thank you very much for being here this evening and allowing me to give you a message. And it was hot. That was a hot message. He's bringing through a lot of love. I want to start crying, but I'm not going to. Lenka says, thank you, dear. Would be nice to have some time to recuperate, and add hi to Guy. And Lenka says, hi, Guy, over here on YouTube, too. Barbara says, wow, interesting. I will try that. Awesome. Marcia says, that is so lovely. Yes. Yes, it is very lovely. All right. All right. So, and then I got Kim Smith. And then I remember Dia is out there and her brother Devin is out there. And then I think I might have remembered everybody that. All right. So I did Guy. So Kim is next. And we got about a little bit of time left. All right. Kim Smith. Let's see what's shaking in your world. All right. So Kim, I feel like you are either near water or going to water, or doing something new with water. Okay. Because that's what they're showing me. So either you're releasing a lot of emotions, and I feel like you could be releasing a lot of emotions right now. Because it's like still shedding layers, right? And they come off in layers. We get through it, and then there's something that comes up. Even I cried over something today. So there's still layers, you know. But I feel like there's this release that's coming. So Kim, they want you to keep going with the flow, because that's kind of like getting in that lazy river I talk about too, and just going with your flow so that you can go exactly where it is that you want to go, okay? So I want you to feel into that, my friend. Feel into that, my friend. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So that was Kim. Next, I'm going to do Dia. And I think she's still out there. Let's see what I get for Dia. She hasn't been on in a few weeks. We've all been a little busy. All right. They want me to show you this one because I don't know what it all means yet, Dia. So I don't know the best way to show you. The lighting in this room doesn't work that well. Let's see. Woo! Can you see all that? Let's see what I get out of that. Dia, you're like this like shooting star. Your energy goes everywhere. And there's like part of a star that looks like an A. I look like I got, you also get the number 2 as well. Oh, there's a Z in there. And there looks like little birds. So you have a lot of different things that are going on with a lot of movement, a lot of energy, a lot of people. This over here, I don't know what that is yet, but as soon as I figure that out, that's significant, because it's like, I feel like I got a picture, you know, like a pitcher of water or a pitcher of some kind of drink or something. And it's like so exciting. Like when it comes out, it's got like all this, like, you know, fairy dust, you know, it's sparkly. It's like lit up, you know what I mean? So I feel like this is like part of everything that you do at daytime and nighttime. I feel like it's a mixture, but I feel like it's also you coming up with a perfect, mixture for you, if that makes sense. So I'm going to leave that with you, my friend. But that's very exciting. I'll take a picture of that and send it to you. I won't write anyone else's on that because I feel like that's significant. I'll have to read into that more later. There's more to that. You guys have brought in the heat, I tell you right now. Woo! Ruth says, Thank you, Melissa. Fantastic message. I love and appreciate you for all you do. I appreciate you as well. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you. All right. And then Devin. Devin's out there on Facebook land. All right, Devin, I'm going to have to show you yours too because I don't know what it means yet either. But anyways, Devin, you got a lot of energy going on there, my friend. I want you to see this. I want you to see how much energy you have going on there. All right. And this is all coming from you. This is here, there, and everywhere. But I also feel like this is a signature. I feel like you have a lot of spirits on the other side that are trying to contact you. Some people with the name J. There's lots of J's in there. And there's a G. Oh, the G is definitely your mom. But there's lots of energy that's coming through for you and wanting you to pay attention to what's going on around you. The signs and the symbols that are showing up for you, please pay attention to them. They are very significant as you move forward. They're going to be helping you in many ways. Your mom is bringing forth a lot of energy to you and to Dia and to the farm and to the animals and to all the people that are in the town. She was very significant. She just wants you to know how important that is for you to pay attention to those things that are going on around you. So I'm going to leave that with you, Devin. I hope that makes sense to you. I felt like I was channeling that for sure. Dia says, thank you. Let me know what more you come up with. Look forward to receiving that picture. Yeah, it's very interesting. I don't know what else I'm going to get from it, but it's very interesting. Very interesting. All right. All right. Good night, everyone, and wishing you a great weekend. Good night, Marsha. Have a nice night. All right. Did I miss anybody out there that's listening right now that I did not call your name and give you a message? We have about 6 minutes left. So if you guys feel anything that you feel called to have a message, I'd like to know, my friends. My friends, my friends. Devin says, thank you. There are signs everywhere. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. All right. Well, it looks like I've covered everyone because I don't see anyone popping in saying, hey, you forgot me, or can I have a message? Oh. Sherry, Linnell, and Tiffany. Sherry already took off and she's going to connect in when she comes back. She's gone to spend time with her friends in Mexico. Linnell, you want a message, my friend? And Tiffany. All right, Linnell, I'm giving you a message anyways. Let's see what's shaking in Linnell's world. Oh, Linnell, right now you're just kind of like, it's kind of like, it's so funny because you're kind of like so chill right now. You kind of remind me, they showed me this cartoon figure, right? And I don't know who it was, but I'm kind of just laid out on this couch and I have all these like bubble ideas that are popping out of my brain. And there's like all these good ideas that are coming up for you. So I feel like there's a lot of things that are going to be, there's going to be ideas that are coming up for you to help you move forward in the direction that you want to and to help other people. So I don't know how do you want to be of service, but that's going to be falling together in a more of a way. Boo, boo, boo. Ha ha ha. That's so funny. All right. And now Tiffany. Let's see what's going on in Tiffany's world. Tiffany. Again, Tiffany, you are so busy. Okay, so Tiffany, but you have to remember that rest is also important for you as well, especially this time of year because you get to rest. You know what I mean? Because there's not a lot that you can do outside. So they're showing me resting. And you always have some idea that you're cooking up, and creating. And I feel like there's like these two things that are coming together. So I don't know what these two things are that you're doing, but they kind of collide and they kind of go up together. So I feel like I'm climbing a mountain on two sides and they kind of meet on the top. You know what I mean? But they come together in such an easy way. And it felt like it was a climb to the top, but it really wasn't a climb because it just kind of like gets forced up to the top. You know what I mean? So There's going to be a lot of changes that are coming for you. You're going to switch things up a little bit because you're wanting to change them up a little bit. And it's important that you do it. So it's important to you. It doesn't matter how other people feel about it, but it's important that you do it in your way. Okay. So that's what I'm getting for you. And they just want you to have a good vacation because you guys deserve that. Okay. So I'm going to leave that with you, Tiffany. Boop, boop, boop. You're welcome. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. So I think that's everybody now. I covered everybody, right? Woo! I love you too, Tiffany. Thank you for being my producer. Yay. All right. So we're in the month of December and we only have a couple more shows left this month because, again, we are going to be on vacation from the 17th to the 30th. So I hope you'll join us again on the 31st over on Sunday night for Tiffany's show on the Spiritual Insights show. That'll be a lot of fun to bring in the new year together, right? We're right before anyways. But you guys, I want you to recognize who you are, what you want to become, what you're letting go of, what you're seeing as your true truth, as it's being shown to you on so many different levels every day. Okay, depending on where you're looking for this information, it's being shown to you. Okay, and this is to empower us to make better choices for ourselves is today, in the moment, in our future. Okay, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to change so much on so many different levels. Okay, they want me to bring up that healing energy I talked about in the beginning, just in case you're all just coming in from later or not, or just coming in. But the healing energy that started in the beginning of this show is going to continue out. It's going out. It's a blanket. It goes and touches whoever it needs to touch. It knows exactly where it needs to go. We're just putting the intention behind it with love, healing, whatever it is they need, whatever it is that people are going through right now. We are sending out that blanket of love and light over the land, all across the world, and out into the universe if we want, right? Just to blanket it all wherever our love and light is needed, wherever healing is needed, and whatever part of the body might be aching, feeling bad, it's going there, helping you heal if you allow yourself to heal. Okay. So it's going to be a rock and roll month. I feel like this year has flown by faster than any other year prior. Thank you. It was an amazing show. You guys all helped make it an amazing show. And thank you for those tips and donations. I appreciate each and every one of you so very much. So very much. And you guys are going to be rocking out the rest of this month, the rest of this year, because it's going to go just as fast as the rest of this year has. And we're going to be saying, oh my God, it's 2024. But the changes that are coming up, I want you to recognize what truth is being shown to you, where it's being shown to you, who you share your truths with, right? Because it's very important that we all come together and we support each other, okay? On many different levels. So I just want you to be aware of those things as we're moving forward. Stand in your truth, stand in your power. Let's create this trust, faith in God here on earth. Let's rock it. Let's do this. We've got this, my friends and my loves. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here on this earth because your presence, your experiences are helping more than you will ever know until we get to the other side of all of this. And then it all makes so much sense. But I want you guys to have the most amazing week. Know I love you so very much. Keep your energy high and just be love and light wherever you go. Have a great week, guys. I'll see you next Friday.